ma'am, sometimes he just doesn't join. So, ma'am, he's not like irregular.
Okay.
Trial
Okay.
version.
So it's basically, good morning, Ankit. It's basically like Debolina, Saina, Shreya.
Trial version.
Who else?
Ma'am, I don't see the humanities section coming to the Hindi class soon.
Okay, lovely. I'll talk to them.
Trial
Good
version.
morning,
Is
ma'am.
there- Good morning.
Good morning,
Are
ma'am.
you back, Anupriya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Trial version.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Amrita.
Trial version.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Anunna.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Sakshi. Even I think Sakshi is regular.
Trial version.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sakshi is
I know.
regular.
Sakshi attends almost all the classes. That's what the subject teachers they have to say. Sakshi, Navya, some of the girls, they are very
Trial
regular.
version.
Ma'am, there's this thing that yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you say it.
Trial version.
Yeah.
Ma'am, ISC has, ma'am, ICSC or the ISC Council, ma'am, they have put forward a new notice saying
Yes.
that
Version.
10 and 12.
specifically,
Class 10, yes. Classes 10 and 12, they are requesting the schools to at least open it for them so that they can come to school from
Trial
the 4th of
version.
January. That's a request. Now it's up to the schools to adhere to the request. Let's see. I mean, you can simply request. You
Trial
cannot
version.
really kind of, impose that. It can't be an imposition.
yes, ma'am, because they are saying that the effect
Practical.
of the virus,
And mainly for
will
the
increase.
practicals, they have to come to school. Without that, I even remember my science boys on the PTM day, their parents were very, very concerned. They said, ma'am, we want
Trial
our
version.
children to go to school and learn. They don't know how to hold anything, especially physics practical. If they don't go to school and if they do not kind
Trial
of,
version.
perform those experiments.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Tamanna. How are
Trial
you?
version.
Ma'am, I am fine now.
You're
Ma'am,
fine?
only
Your temperature's gone?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Only then what is the only problem?
Trial
Tell me.
version.
Ma'am, only little bit.
Good morning.
My throat is paining. Else
Sorry?
everything is fine. Ma'am, little bit my throat
Trial
is
version.
paining.
Throat is paining. Okay, okay. Are you taking medicine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Kapish,
Yes,
Trial
ma'am.
version.
why don't you attend Hindi classes?
I attend, ma'am.
No, you
Good
don't.
morning, ma'am.
I've got it from ma'am.
Trial version.
Some names are there. Why aren't you there? Why aren't you regular for Hindi classes? You think you'll be able to manage without attending just because Hindi is your
Good
mother
morning,
tongue?
ma'am.
Trial
Good
version.
morning, Arpita. Yes?
No, ma'am.
Then what happens? Are you no more than the subject teacher?
No, ma'am.
Trial version.
What is the problem then? Devolina,
Yes, ma'am.
why don't you attend Hindi classes on a regular basis?
Trial version.
Kindly turn on the video, Debolina and Kapish.
Trial version.
Ma'am, I'm using laptop and my laptop camera doesn't work, ma'am.
Lovely. So what is the reason? Why don't you attend the Hindi class? I need an
Trial
answer.
version.
Then change your second language to Tamil, Telugu, whatever it is.
Ma'am, 3-4 days I am not attending the classes.
Yeah,
ma'am.
3-4 days. Sometimes it
version.
becomes even more than that. So change the Hindi subject. I'll give
No,
a
ma'am.
kind of, give an application, go for Chinese, Tamil,
No, ma'am.
whatever it is.
Trial
Change
version.
it. Hindi to everybody knows. What is there to learn in Hindi? You can talk in English. You can walk in English. Who
Ma'am, I
needs
submitted all my works and everything, ma'am.
I Kapish. You are not even half as serious as you used to be initially. Even you know that, I know that.
Trial version.
Yes, ma'am. Some days I am.
Yes, ma'am. Now some days. Debolina, what is your problem?
Ma'am,
Trial
not any
version.
problem.
So you just don't feel like attending Hindi class, right?
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
So
sorry,
should we
ma'am.
dissolve the Hindi classes? Aditi, wait. Should we dissolve the Hindi classes then? There's no point. You know it.
Trial version.
The ones who are attending Hindi classes, they are fools. They're idiots. That they're going for the classes.
Trial version.
I'm seriously telling you, give an application to me that we want to change our second language. From Hindi to something else, something more interesting.
Trial version.
Want to learn Kannada? Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, whatever you want to, go for that.
Trial version.
And what is the maths attendance, Aditi? How is it like generally?
Ma'am, yesterday, ma'am, it was better than
Trial
usual.
version.
A lot of students were present.
Mhm.
Ma'am, I have
Ma'am,
the
it
attendance of
happened.
yesterday.
Okay, so attendance of yesterday, just not that, Priyanshu. Generally, what
Trial
is it
version.
like? Because sir calls me up after every 1 or 2 days.
Ma'am, it's
Ma'am,
like
maximum
12 to
9.
15.
Sorry, Ankit, Priyanshu?
Trial
Ma'am, 12 to
version.
15.
And how many, what should be the total strength? 25?
27. I don't know, I
27.
have to check.
Trial version.
Out of
Ma'am,
20,
but yes, ma'am, but like in the group there are people from other section also, but they never join, so it's very confusing.
maths is a
Trial
combined
version.
class.
Yes, ma'am,
No,
ma'am,
ma'am.
from
Ma'am,
ma'am, from
because
the morning
uh,
section in the group there are people.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Trial
Oh, I
version.
thought it's only with my 11 ACH. I mean, H is not anywhere there. So I thought it's only 11A and C that he takes the class.
Yes, ma'am, he
Trial
does,
version.
but still in the group.
Yes, ma'am. But some people did not leave that group because
What?
their subject teacher were like
Trial
S.
version.
Paul ma'am is taking their maths. So
Uh-huh.
I think they did not leave this group.
So please ask them to.
Trial
I know
version.
sir he won't remember these small little things. Anyone here,
Yes,
either
ma'am.
Ujjashi or Aditi or whoever it is. I don't want it to be Priyanshu. Okay?
Trial version.
Talk to sir and tell him that, sir, since these children are no more there, they are not attending the class, so kindly ask them. You should not ask the children, you
Trial
should ask
version.
sir to tell them or address the group and tell these children who are not really functional there, ask them to leave the group.
Ma'am, there
Yes,
are
ma'am.
36
Trial
students
version.
So
in the
it can't
group.
be, obviously. It can't be because 4 children are not there for BST. What is the BST strength, Ankita Dasgupta?
Trial version.
Around 10?
Yes, ma'am. 7.
Ma'am, total 12.
See, it's total 12. So that's the
Trial
thing.
version.
If it's total 12, then it's absolutely, it's... So please do that.
Trial version.
Okay? Please do that. So that's the status about maths. That's the status about Hindi. English, I know. Only 31 are here.
Trial
Fine.
version.
Let's begin then. Let me finish this scene fast and then we go on to some language practice. And I'll return the rest of your... who are the ones who have still not submitted
Trial
process?
version.
Let me see. I'm sick and tired of it.
Trial version.
Literature process.
Trial version. Trial version.
No, now everyone has submitted. No. Saina De, is she here?
Trial version.
No. Right? And Soham
No,
Datta.
ma'am.
Soham Datta is not even here. Okay, I'll talk to them
Trial
separately.
version.
Where did I stop? I think we stopped at The Wondrous Man, correct? No. Poor
Ma'am, Trinculo, 160.
Trial
I'm
version.
drunkard.
monster to make a wonder of a poor drunkard. Correct. We stop there. Okay, Ankita, be the Caliban
Trial
today.
version.
Brishti, be the Stefano today. Brishti?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Start.
Trial version.
Caliban. I pray thee, let me bring thee where crabs grow. And
Okay,
I,
just a minute, Ankita. Underline. Underline the word crab. Crabs here
Trial
is
version.
referred to as shellfish, not selfish, what we tend to be, but shellfish.
Trial version.
Go on.
and I with my long nails will dig thee pig nuts, show thee a jay's nest, and instruct thee how
Trial
to
version.
snare the nimble marmoset.
Just a
I-
minute. Give me just a minute. So now what are the things here? I'll get you some crabs. I'll get you the
Trial
pig nuts.
version.
Pig nuts are what you call as earth nuts. Just simple write down earth nuts. I don't know why they are called pig nuts.
Trial
Never tasted
version.
them in my life. I'll show you a jay's nest. Jay, it's a kind of a bird. And especially, you know, this bird, people would trap
Trial
this
version.
bird for its feathers. They have very, very colorful feathers. And I would instruct thee how to snare the
Trial
nimble
version.
marmoset. Underline the word snare and write down trap. I would teach you how to trap the nimble
Trial
marmoset.
version.
Have you seen a marmoset? It's a small monkey. It's a very small, they look very cute. And you know what happens is they are
Trial
almost
version.
on the verge of extinction today because people are hunting them and killing them for their flesh.
Trial
People who
version.
eat them, they say it's such delectable and soft flesh. So the marmosets are one of the most hunted species in the world. So I'll teach you
Trial
how to
version.
hunt and kill the nimble marmosets. Continue, Ankita.
I'll bring thee to clustering filberts, and
version.
sometimes
Filberts are nothing but hazelnuts. You must have heard about hazelnuts.
I'll get
Trial
thee
version.
young camels from the rock. Wilt thou go with me?
Okay, scamels also mean shellfish. Will you go with me?
Trial
So
version.
what is Caliban trying to do to Stefano? In one single word, tell me, what is he trying to do? Through all these
Trial
things,
version.
I'll do this for you, I'll show you every fertile inch, I'll give you the best spring, I'll pluck berry, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc. What
Trial
is he
version.
trying to do?
He's driving and he's trying to persuade Caliban.
I won't use the word persuade. He's trying to
Bribe.
Trial version.
not bribe, use the same word that the spider tried to do to the fly.
Allure.
Allure and tempt. He
Trial
tries
version.
to allure and tempt Stefano. But here, the whole purpose is different. Do you see it? Here, the whole purpose is
Trial
different.
version.
He is tempting Stefano. What is his end result? What is the whole idea? What does he want to benefit out of it?
Trial
What would he
version.
gain out of it? You know, we try to bribe somebody to gain something. What will Caliban gain? Brishti, what will Caliban
version.
gain out of this entire temptation process?
Trial version.
Brishti? Ankit?
Trial version.
Do I sometimes become inaudible? I
No,
think
ma'am.
sometimes
version.
my voice, I speak, but it doesn't reach you. Ankit, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Trial version.
Finally. Yeah, Ankit, can you please answer the question that I had? I said, what is Caliban going to gain by tempting Stefano?
Trial version.
It sounds very ironical though. What will he gain?
Trial version.
Urjashi?
Trial version.
He will be
What will he gain?
he will be he will get
Trial
more
version.
comfort and from like Prospero used to torture him, so
Whatever you say,
Trial
speak it
version.
out confidently. Come on. I'm not here. I'll not eat you up. What will he gain? Priyanshu, what will he gain?
Ma'am,
Trial
confidence.
version.
How?
Ma'am, trust.
It's like an oxymoron. It's an
Trial
oxymoron
version.
here. Navya, what will he gain?
Ma'am, he will become a servant.
Trial version.
Yes, he will gain servitude. That's the oxymoron. I am bribing someone, I'm tempting someone, I'm
Trial
alluring
version.
someone by telling him that I'm going to give you, we all know this word.
Trial version.
He's tempting him by telling him, I'm going to share the resources of the island. But what is my end result? What will I gain out
Trial
of it?
version.
I will gain servitude. I mean, am I not a servant already? But he feels, as I said earlier, I repeat,
Trial
he
version.
feels changing a master is going to change his life. Right? Okay. Now, Vishnu,
Trial
Ma'am,
version.
also,
oh,
ma'am, Aditi, ma'am, he will also gain freedom from Prospero. That is like his
yeah,
That's what
ultimate.
I
he
was
will
saying.
gain freedom from Prospero, but he will
Trial
again be a
version.
servant. So, his concept of servitude is very, very strange. It is not very clear
Trial
what he
version.
wants in life. Maybe he
Ma'am,
wants love. Yeah.
Lancelot changed his master
Trial
from
version.
Antonio to Bassanio.
No,
At that,
no,
no,
never.
I just forgot.
From
So I
Shiloh,
like
Shiloh.
oh
Trial
sorry,
version.
yeah,
Why would it
sorry.
change from Antonio to
Sorry, ma'am.
Bassanio?
Ma'am, actually the villains are like so
Okay.
that's what I was saying. So
Trial
Shylock
version.
was a bit torturous, and Bassanio
No,
was
that is what
provide.
we don't come to know. That is from actually we come to know from Lancelot that he did
Trial
not give me
version.
enough to eat. That is
Yeah,
his
like a bit
perspective.
of yeah.
But he was
Okay.
never too unhappy because he was a merry fool. He
Yes,
was a
ma'am.
merry fool.
Trial
But
version.
here the whole concept is different. Here, actually, we know that Prospero used to torture him. But the
Yes,
whole
ma'am.
fact remains that
Trial
even when
version.
Stefano would become his master, is Stefano going to kind of, literally love him and pet him? I wonder.
No,
I don't
Trial
think so. It's
version.
going to be the same, if not worse.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ma'am, once Stefano comes out of his
Trial
drunkard, the
version.
entire mood and everything, we will see how he becomes.
And not only that, I mean, Stefano is not also a leader material.
Trial version.
He has never been
Yes,
anybody's
ma'am.
boss. He has also been a servant. He's a servant to the king. So, how can a servant be somebody's master?
Trial version.
You have to understand here that the whole concept of a social hierarchy has been completely flouted.
Trial version.
Just imagine you have two maid servants in your house. Okay, a very simple example. Two maid servants. One comes and washes the dishes, and the
Trial
other
version.
is she comes and does your cooking and cleaning. Now, the one who does the cooking and cleaning is irritated with your mother, and she says, I'm going to leave Bodi, ami tomar badite ar
Trial
kaj korbo na.
version.
And whom does she join? She joins the person who does the other job. And she says, Ami ebar tor sathe I'll work under you.
Trial version.
I mean, come on. How can one servant work under the other servant? That's the thing here. Therefore, the whole situation is hilarious.
Trial
It's
version.
actually very strange and peculiar. Okay, I think Brishti has.
Trial version.
Ma'am, you froze. Ma'am,
Trial version. Trial version.
What is the point of raising a hand?
maybe
Trial
ma'am
version.
can see not our voice but technically our hand.
So write it down.
Trial version. Trial version.
Yeah,
Trial version.
I know I was not there. I was thrown out of the meeting by the network. Okay. Navya,
Yes,
Trial
sir.
version.
yeah, could you please read out first?
Trial version.
I prithee now lead the way without any more talking. Trinculo the king and all our company else being drowned, we will
Trial
inherit here.
version.
Please underline, everybody, a very, very important thing. We will inherit here.
Trial version.
So, the play at one point is all about inheritance. Remember, just before this, in the previous scene, Sebastian
version.
was being instigated by Antonio, right? For what? For inheritance. In the opening act, we know Prospero was
Trial
usurped.
version.
For what? For inheritance. Prospero comes to the island and takes away the island from the natural inhabitant. Again,
Trial version.
it's inheritance. So, it is all about ruling. It's all about usurpation. Continue to Caliban.
Trial version.
Here bear my bottle, fellow Trinculo, we'll fill him by and by again.
Okay. We'll fill him by and by. Fill him
Trial
with
version.
what? We are going to keep on pouring the liquid into his mouth. And it's like the king tells his subjects, here, carry this for me. Like the
Trial
teacher
version.
sometimes, when you were children, if you remember, you would feel so important when your subject teacher would say, today, Aditi and Ankita will be taking the notebooks to the staff
Trial
room for me.
version.
Remember? Those were the good old days when you would be actually vying who would be carrying the classwork notebooks for the teacher. And you would feel so
Trial
important
version.
carrying the notebooks to the staff room and poking inside the staff room and finding all the teachers there. And you go back and tell your friends, you know what
Trial
happened?
version.
That is where ma'am sits. I mean, there's obviously our staff room is nothing to boast about. It's not one of those lovely luxurious staff rooms still. That is
Trial
exactly the
version.
thing. So here, what is he asking Caliban to carry? Hey, carry my bottle. It's like, if you could call Caliban as, hey,
Trial
Cali.
version.
Just call him a short name, a nickname. Hey, Cali dear, come here and carry my bottle. So Caliban comes running. And Caliban sings
Trial
drunkenly. He's already drunk. And he sings. Okay, our Cali will read.
Farewell, master. Farewell,
Trial
farewell.
version.
Oh yeah, farewell, master. Farewell, farewell. Bye-bye. But what he doesn't understand is that Prospero's power
Trial version.
extends all through the island. So it can't be farewell till Prospero says farewell to him. Trinculo? Oh, no
Trial
Trinculo,
version.
so I'll become a Trinculo. A howling monster, a drunken monster. And finish it, Caliban.
No more
Trial
plans
version.
I'll make for fish, nor fetching and firing, at requiring, nor scrape treachery, nor wash dish.
Trenchering.
Trial version.
Trenchering, nor wash dish. Ban. Caliban has a new
Caliban has a new master.
get a new
Trial
man.
version.
Freedom, high day, freedom. Freedom, high day, freedom.
And Stefano says, "O brave monster, lead
Trial
the way."
version.
Underline the word freedom. Acha, first of all, underline the word high day. High day means, according to Caliban, holiday.
Trial version.
Now, underline the word freedom and start writing. It is heavily ironical. It is heavily
version.
ironical as he feels that it is heavily
Trial version.
ironical as he feels that changing a master implies
Trial version.
freedom.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. What he does not
Trial version.
understand is that his situation
version.
does not change at all. His situation does not change at all.
Trial version.
Full stop. Only the choice of the master,
Trial version.
only the choice of the master becomes inferior. Only the choice of the
Trial
master
version.
becomes inferior in keeping with his base nature. The choice of the master becomes inferior in keeping with his base nature. Full stop. Continue writing.
Trial version.
Stefano and Trinculo represent
Trial version.
the worst of mankind. Stefano and Trinculo
Trial
represent
version.
the worst of mankind. Put a hyphen. I'm giving you 2 words in the chat box. Take them down. I'll explain them.
Trial
The
version.
words are
Ma'am, Stefano and
and
Trinculo
Trinculo represent the worst in
Trial
mankind.
version.
First, take these 2 words down. Then I'll explain.
Trial version.
Absurdity and debauchery. Now, what is absurdity here? Why do I say they
version.
represent absurd behavior? Because you would never find a man, whatever be the problem, taking shelter under a
Trial
gabardine
version.
with a smelly fishy monster. The situation's absurd. And what is debauchery? Debauchery is immoral
version.
behavior after getting drunk. A lot of people, they indulge in a lot of immoral behavior after getting heavily drunk.
Trial version.
And that's exactly what has been happening here. So, if you ask me or if I ask you, what is the purpose of the scene?
Trial version.
Can anyone tell me? Why do you think this scene is there? Though I say it's a scene of a very low comedy. What does the scene
Trial
offer?
version.
From the dramatic point of view, what is the significance of the scene?
Is it a comic relief?
Yeah,
version.
from what? It's a comic relief. Just think about what had been happening in the previous scene.
Trial
Ma'am, the
version.
previous scene has lot of tension, so that is the reason this scene is
And
there
what was
too.
the tension all
ma'am.
about? There was a conspiracy hatching.
Trial
They were
version.
about to kill Alonso. And Alonso
Alonso.
had woken up at the right time, and Gonzalo had woken up at the right time to prevent a murder. So from that,
Trial
I'll
version.
tell you something, you'll be able to relate more. When you watch a Hindi movie, have you seen why they put songs? In the middle of a very, very
Trial version.
tense situation. The hero is hanging. The heroine is being kind of, about to be killed. Suddenly, there comes a background music.
Trial
Suddenly,
version.
there comes a song. Why song? Songs are meant to relieve the tension and the pressure. Trust me, they don't do that. They actually irritate
Trial
us
version.
with so many songs. But here what happened is that, as I told you from the very beginning of this, Shakespearean plays were not only meant for the higher classes.
Trial version.
They were also the lower classes to cater to. That's the reason I say Shakespearean plays cater to the classes as well as the masses.
Trial version.
Correct. So, like you have to have the audience who would go and hoot and cheer for a Salman Khan. And at the same time, you would also
Trial
want to
version.
have an audience who would be sitting there and watching something like a Parasite. So how do you combine the audience of a movie like Parasite and an audience
Trial
for a
version.
movie like Ready or Coolie Number One? You have to do that. You have to know the technique. And Shakespeare knew it very well. So this is the technique by
Trial
inserting these scenes of low comedy. Okay? Clear? So
Yes,
with
ma'am.
that, we come to the end of Act
Trial
2.
version.
And I will now go on to a little bit of grammar practice. I'm sharing the picture in the class group. Work it out
Trial
right
version.
now. Not many. Let's do it with baby steps.
Trial version. Trial version.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, when we are going to have our next assessment?
Trial version.
Do you want to have another assessment?
No, ma'am.
I don't know whether you're going to
version.
have an assessment or after this you're going to straight away have your final term. I really don't know. But whatever happens, it won't be before the
Trial version.
mid-January.
Okay, ma'am.
Because 17 December onwards, we are starting with our rehearsal exams for the 10 and the 12, and it's going to be a full 80-mark paper for both the
Trial
classes.
version.
Okay?
Ma'am, they are going to go to the school.
I really don't know, Jashi, how it's going to happen. In all possibility and in all probability, they might be
Trial
giving an
version.
online exam. They are more nervous than I am. They're saying, ma'am, how do we sit and give it for 3 hours?
Ma'am, 80-mark paper in online.
Yes, ma'am. How
Trial
will
version.
we
Bit
give it?
difficult.
I don't know. And they have kind of, that's the whole problem that they are talking about. That, ma'am, we don't have the practice of writing out. They've forgotten how to write answers.
Trial version.
And there would be another problem if it's an online exam, even though it's 3 hours. Do you think people will actually give it by 3 hours? They'll keep on
Trial
writing.
version.
And I cannot
Yes,
be
ma'am.
Mitra sir and say I'm going to lock the G class. I know it can't be done. G classroom can't be locked. Even if I take the Godrej lock,
Trial
I can't
version.
lock it.
After 20 minutes also people submitted their papers.
Absolutely. And I'm
Yes,
telling you,
ma'am.
Rakesh, you know what happens is there are
Trial
very
version.
oversmart people. They sometimes, it's not happened to me, some other teachers say, they submit the paper, right? And after half an hour, 1 hour, when they're
Trial
Yes,
version.
economics sir was telling.
What
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
submit
ma'am.
it and then submit again. I mean, it's not easy to catch hold of it.
Trial version.
So, this
Ma'am,
one
but the
year of
notification would
COVID-19 has
go.
actually turned one particular generation into the most dishonest generation. People cheated. I know
Trial
people
version.
cheat, but not to this extent. Now they are cheating without any scruple or moral, as if their whole life depends on that. Chal cheating kori.
Trial version.
It's something like that. Okay, walk them out.
Trial version.
From 3 to 9. Just the answers, it's your own book, it's page 84. It's your total English, page
Trial
84.
version.
So if you have it, you can do it in the book itself with a pencil.
Trial version.
Acha, who are the ones who are
Trial
not
version.
here? Just let me take down the names. Just check it and let me know. I think this one is not here. Saina not here.
Trial version.
Shreya not here. Soham not here. I think Ahana. Is Ahana here? No.
Trial version.
No,
Then
ma'am.
who else is not here? Srinjoy.
Ma'am
Then
is
Mayuk.
yes, ma'am. Yes,
Srinjoy
ma'am.
not here. Mayuk not here. Then
Trial version.
is Shinjini here? I didn't see Shinjini coming in.
No, ma'am, she's not
Trial
here.
version.
Yeah. Shinjini not here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Deepika, not Deepika,
Trial
sorry,
version.
Debolina is going in and out.
Ma'am, Debolina is here now.
That's what I said. She's going in and out. So this is it.
Trial version.
Ma'am, Ankit Chaudhary.
Oh, okay. Ankit Chaudhary.
Trial version.
Do them fast.
Trial version.
Tell me something, children, very, very honestly. Very honestly. I mean, we started our online classes from mid-April,
Trial
right?
version.
When did we start them from? Mid-April, sometime mid-April. And this is almost like mid-December. How far do you think the classes have
Trial
actually
version.
benefited you? How far? Percentage-wise?
Ma'am, English is 100% benefit.
Trial version.
Priyanshu, don't
And-
dare say that.
Ma'am,
Don't
yes,
dare
ma'am.
say that. If it was 100% benefited, then your answer, literature answer should have been 100%, 25 on
Trial
25.
version.
Why didn't you get it then? And your language paper should have also been 25 on 25.
Ma'am,
Trial version.
70%.
Priyanshu. So,
Ma'am, 70%.
I am not the fly. You're not the spider. So don't try to be the spider. I will not fall into your
Trial
trap.
version.
Give me a kind of, something that I'll believe. Is it, first of all, tell me, are they helping the classes?
Yes,
some
ma'am, the
extent,
classes. Ma'am, classes are helping. Like in school, of course, we had the board and we had
Physical classes
it was,
obviously can never kind of,
yes, ma'am.
Trial version.
Online classes
Yes.
cannot be a substitute, but is it the same for all subjects? English, I understand. English or Hindi, one benefit is
version.
we really do not have to use the blackboard. To that extent, maybe a maths or an accounts would require. Especially maths, accounts, physics, chemistry, biology, I understand.
version.
Going to school would have been more beneficial. But at least 50% of it, are you able to grasp the concepts? That's more important. 50%,
Yes,
Trial
ma'am.
version.
30%.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Priyanshu?
70% we can understand. Like, ma'am, for economics, what happens, the graphs and all.
Trial
Ma'am, even
version.
if sir is presenting the screen, sometimes there's a lot of network problem and some people
Absolutely.
cannot. So in the middle of that, somewhere it gets lost, and then
Trial
later on we
version.
have to ask. So,
Correct.
so that is it.
Okay.
Ma'am,
And what
when sir
about,
does all those graphs and all for economics, that's
Yeah.
a bit difficult to understand
I
because
can
from
understand.
that and other things in accounts,
Accounts,
I would
yes.
say, ma'am, accounts now I think it's a bit
Trial
like we can adjust with the things. At first, it was a problem because we were not like there were some problems.
version.
I don't know why, but now it's like a bit okay. Then
Bit okay, okay. Let's hear from the science boys. PCM.
Ma'am,
Trial
chemistry and physics is a very
Speak out,
30
speak out.
to
This is just,
40%
you and
benefit.
me. It's you and me.
Trial
Go on.
version.
Ma'am,
Chemistry and
it's
physics, they are?
it's not very much benefited us.
You're not benefiting out of it. Why? What's
It's
happening?
Trial version.
What's happening?
it's difficult, ma'am, because in chemistry there is a lot of things in class 11 and a much
Trial
difference
version.
from class 10. That's why we
Yes,
have a
absolutely.
very
And what
difficult.
I know is there are a lot of chapters from the graduation also which are there included in your chemistry and physics.
Yes,
Trial
ma'am.
version.
Yes,
Some
ma'am.
chapters. So, I mean, have you talked to your concerned subject teachers regarding this, Ankit
Ma'am,
or
ma'am,
or Rakesh?
Trial
Ma'am,
version.
nothing can be done. Actually, this platform is
Absolutely.
like that
That is
only.
the most important thing. The teachers are trying their level best. I mean, that's the best, I
Yes, ma'am.
think.
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
if you have any
Trial version.
suggestions, I'm not just talking about other subjects, even for English also. You are definitely technologically far more savvy and you have a lot of things
Trial
in your
version.
mind. So if you can find out any other idea that, ma'am, can we do it like this today? I'm open to, whatever. I'm open to ideas. I'm not that kind of
Ma'am,
a
I have
person,
only one
no.
suggestion. I have
Yeah,
only one suggestion. That is,
open the
let
school.
the school be open. That is
I
the only
know,
suggestion.
open the school.
Trial
Absolutely.
version.
Give me the first day, I would open the gates and I would be there. But
Ma'am, I have one thing, ma'am. I want other people to switch on their
Trial
videos
version.
because sometimes not only for the ma'am, not only in English, like for ma'am, during the English class, sometimes I feel like I'm just floating around in a blob
Trial
of
version.
black pictures.
that's
In a
the
sea
thing.
of
That's the
black
reason
pictures,
why
so it's very
have
weird.
been constantly kind of being there. I have been telling them, I have been repeatedly, I have to call
Trial
out
version.
names for them. I have to,
Ma'am, it's
encourage
weird
them.
just
Please,
to see
yes.
your picture and then my
Absolutely.
picture floating by the
Absolutely.
side.
Trial
Absolutely.
It's so
version.
weird.
And from day one, I know about some other teachers, most of the teachers, they had kept their videos off. From day one, I had insisted on keeping my video on. And I
Trial
would
version.
expect the same from you all. So please, it's a request to you all. At least 4 or 5 of you keep the videos on. I have been
Trial version.
repeatedly, Aditi, telling them. You know that.
Yes, ma'am, and sometimes it's very weird. I feel like
No, don't
locked
feel like
inside.
that.
Trial version.
Think about it in a positive way that you and we can actually make eye contact. At least I feel alive. It's very, very
Yes,
important to
ma'am.
make an eye contact because, the
Trial
moment
version.
I am able to make an eye contact with my children, I'll be able to understand just looking at you how much you're able to understand. That's what I take a lot of pride in. I
Trial
can.
version.
But I can't see you. I only see your faces, just those DPs. It's very, very difficult, children. Please turn your videos on.
Trial version.
You take turns. It's not that you have to keep the videos on every day like
Trial
Aditi
version.
does it on a regular basis and Ankita Dasgupta, whenever she can, she does it. Priyanshu even does it, I know. Please try to do it.
Trial version.
3, 4, 5 of you. Urjashi used to keep it on earlier. Now she has switched it off. Let's start the answers.
Trial version.
Urjashi, the first answer. Oh, she's left. Rakesh, the first answer.
Trial version.
Yes, ma'am. No one will.
Trial version.
I wish people didn't use cell phones often on the road.
I wish people didn't
version.
use cell phones often on the road, or I wish people would not. That's
Okay, ma'am.
better. I wish people would
Trial
not
version.
use cell phones. I wish people would not use cell phones often on the road. Rather than
Okay,
did
ma'am.
not use it often. Brishti, number 4.
Okay, ma'am.
Trial version.
Brishti, fast.
Trial version.
Sonu,
Yes, ma'am. Although the weather was cold, yet the old man went for his usual walk.
no,
Walk.
when we
Trial
write
version.
although, we don't give yet. That's wrong English, okay? Although the weather was cold, comma, the old man went for his usual long walk. Please
Ma'am,
do not insert
Trial version.
Yankita.
ma'am, the three-part B answer, what is the answer, ma'am?
I wish people would not use cell phones on the road often, or people
Trial
would not
version.
often use cell phones on the road.
Ma'am, I wrote, I wish people used less cell phones on the road.
No, no, no. Don't change that to that extent. Keep it as often.
Trial version.
Number 5, Ankita Dasgupta.
Ma'am, sorry, ma'am. I left because my
Okay,
internet.
Urjashi, number
Trial
5.
version.
Ma'am, I could
Trial
not
Number
do
version.
5.
this. Ma'am, I could not do this.
Priyanshu,
If you cheat, then you will be
Trial version.
blacklisted.
if you cheat, comma, don't use then. Please remember,
Okay, ma'am.
children, when we are using an if, don't use then. If you cheat, comma,
Trial
you will
version.
be blacklisted. Ha ha ha, what a joke. Okay,
Ma'am, there will be a comma.
yeah, absolutely, because it's starting with if.
Trial version.
Ankit Bose,
Yes, ma'am.
Trial version.
Ma'am, not a single tourist I have seen for a whole month.
no, Ankit, this is a voice change. Aditi, tell us.
Trial version.
Not a single tourist was seen for a whole month.
Not a single tourist was seen for a whole month by me, or not a single tourist was
version.
seen by me for a whole month. Add the by me.
Okay, ma'am.
Uh,
Trial
Shupradeep,
version.
number 7. Okay, Dibbojyoti has raised a hand.
Trial version.
Yeah, Dibbojyoti? The man realized that he was being watched by his friend.
Trial
Very
version.
good. The man realized that he was being watched by his friend. Very good, very good.
Trial
Okay,
version.
Shupradeep. Shupradeep, fast. My handsome Shupradeep.
Trial
My
version.
dashing Shupradeep. Is he here? Or has he left?
Trial version.
No, ma'am, he's not here.
He's not here. So all my flattery is wasted. Okay, then let me flatter some other fly.
Trial
Akshat.
version.
Akshat.
Trial version.
Can't hear. Ankita Datta. Fast, fast, fast.
Yes, ma'am.
Go on. Number 8.
Trial version.
Lucy is fascinated in cookery and spends hours
Lucy is
reading about it.
fascinated.
In
Trial
cookery.
version.
No, never in. Fascinated by.
By.
Lucy is fascinated by cookery and
Spends hours
version.
reading about
reading
it.
about it. Don't write the word she here. Lucy is fascinated about cookery and spends hours reading about it. Okay.
Trial version.
And the last one, can I have Vijay Lakshmi? Vijay Lakshmi, the last
Trial
one, number
version.
9.
Despite being an innocent worker, comma, he should not get the job.
Where? What happened to I don't
Trial
think?
version.
Despite being an innocent worker, comma, I don't think he should get the job.
Trial
Okay,
version.
that remains the same. Nothing happens there. Okay, despite being an innocent
Ma'am, can you
worker,
repeat?
comma, I don't think he should
Trial
get the job.
version.
Okay, children, then stay
Ma'am,
safe.
despite being an innocent worker, comma,
Despite being an innocent
version.
worker, comma, I think he should not get the job or whatever it was.
okay, ma'am.
Okay, that would
Ma'am,
remain.
when we change the voice of like from active to
Trial
passive,
version.
so ma'am, where do we have to use by someone or or where do we
No,
omit
when
it?
it is someone, don't use it.
Okay.
When
Ma'am,
it
when
is
we are
trial
referring
version.
to ourselves.
When it's referring to ourselves, or suppose Ravi, Ankita, Aditi, Vijay Lakshmi, anyone. Like Aditi Chopra was constantly abusing
Trial
Ankita
version.
Dasgupta. So begin Ankita Dasgupta was being constantly abused by Aditi Chopra. But if it is someone
Trial
was
version.
abusing Aditi Chopra, so Aditi Chopra was being abused.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear? Don't write the someone. That is not needed.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Clear?
Trial
So
version.
next
Thank you, ma'am.
Tuesday, I am going to, before I start with, I'll be starting with the poem Dolphins. And I would expect you all to read Act 2 and be
Trial
ready.
version.
I might just take a test any day. And by the way, what happened to the summaries? Some of you have only submitted, the others, they are waiting. Should I go home and
Trial
collect them
version.
from you? I know it's Christmas time. Oh, since we are talking about Christmas time, have you seen that? I posted something there.
Yes, ma'am.
Please
Trial
post
version.
your pictures or whatever. I know Aditi and there are quite a few Arpita who love baking and other things.
Ma'am, actually, I will, but it will be exactly 2 days before
Trial version.
25th
Fine. And the
December.
others also, please post e-cards, send your friends e-cards, send us picture, do something. Make the Christmas special, the first online Christmas that we'll have.
Trial version.
Be the Santa in somebody's life. If you can even organize something, a kind of a Christmas assembly just before the vacation, okay? Do that. Thank you. Take
Trial
care. Bye-bye.
version.
I've taken up a lot of your time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye, ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Trial version.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am.
हाँ